Counterterrorism Unit, and he joins me now. Aaron, thank you very much. It's good to have you with us today. I think we have a video that can show folks at home a little bit of the IDF's understanding of the Al-Shifa hospital and the Hamas headquarters and areas that exist right underneath it. So give us a sense of what you know about this particular location.
Well, this is one of many locations, Martha, that Hamas, this terror organization, uses to staff its command and control headquarters. A bulk of the terrorist operations over the last 20 years, all of those operations for these types of terror attacks stem from there. It's a very significant piece of this puzzle. The difference between the way the Israel Defense Forces operates and the way Hamas operates is that they will literally dig in and hunker down and lay out thousands of tunnels, or at least over 1,000 tunnels. But that is the epicenter of that hospital, and that's the MO of Hamas. They know that Israel is very selective when it comes to preserving human life, and not just the hostages or the 220-plus hostages that have been taken into those tunnels, but the Palestinians matter to Israel also. So a lot of intelligence being gathered right now, and Israel has a lot of information on those tunnels, and they're working very quickly right now. They could obliterate that entire tunnel system, but they won't. They're going to use selectivity for the hostages, and they're also going to continue to use extremely advanced technology, as well as a very elite explosive ordnance disposal unit in the IDF called Yachlom, which has a ton of experience in those tunnels. And right now, Israel is taking its time in order to collect information or intelligence. And they're also playing a little bit of Where's Waldo right now with Hamas while continuously moving around. Look, this is counterterrorism. Yeah. That means it's special operations focused, Martha, that we don't need to put 300,000 troops into Gaza. We can take our time. In Hebrew, the term is sir lachatz, or pressure cooker. Gaza's surrounded right now. U.S. ships off the coast, making sure that no terrorist supplies from any country get into Gaza. Israel taking its time right now, and what they're doing right now is they're pawing very carefully, Aaron, and they've got this entire situation very closely contained.
I want to ask you about something you just touched on, because you're talking about a hospital in Gaza, and you also are talking about 220-plus hostages, 10 to 12 Americans, people from 35 different countries, and we see that hundreds of targets are being hit every day over the last several days. And I know in Israel, some of the families of the hostages are very upset, very nervous about these hits, because they are worried about their loved ones underground. What do you say to them?
Well, what I'm going to say to them is that Israel has probably the most experience in the world when it comes to hostage rescue. And while Israel didn't invent it, look, we would love a solution. We would love a release of hostages. We would love negotiations to carry out. But the fact is that based on what we've seen here with these hostages, based on what we've just found out about the German-Israeli national, the girl at that desert party, we understood that she's now beheaded. The president of Israel has put that out. We're dealing with savages. And in order to be able to...
Aaron, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Israeli-German girl at the party in the desert. The Israeli president, from what I understand, has just released information that she has been beheaded. The woman in that pickup truck with that broken leg, from what I understand, has been confirmed dead. And what that means is that Israel has to go back into counterterrorism mode. This is a counterterrorism-focused operation, special operations mainly for counterterrorism, small units. Israel has a ton of them. They lean on their special operations units because they work more surgically. Regarding these hostages and the people that are worried about them, I want to say to them that while Israel did not invent hostage rescue and the British SAS did, Israel perfected the playbook. And I'm back to 76 at Entebbe, the Sabina takedown of the first aircraft ever taken for a hostage siege in 72, the Mother Bus takedown in 1998. We've got Seret Matkal, the General Staff Reconnaissance Unit, Bibi's old unit, the Yamam, which is the Yechida Miuchedet Mishtartit, another Tier 1 asset. They are working in conjunction with U.S. assets and partners from DevGru or SEAL Team 6, Delta Force, and they are coming up and they're arguing to come up with the best plan in the world right now to be able to extract those hostages. They're more important to Israel than destroying Hamas. Okay. The reason why? We are in the business of preserving life. So I say to them, let Israel do what it does best. They are masters at this craft.
Aaron, thank you very much. The reports, I'm seeing them now. Shani Luke, 23 years old, kidnapped from the music festival. I think a lot of people have seen the images of this beautiful young woman. And according to what you have just said, and also other reports, that she was found dead. A tragic outcome for this 23-year-old who was at the Nova Music Festival. Aaron, we will speak with you soon, and we send our prayers to her family. Absolutely. Aaron Cohen, thank you very much.